Custom weapons in Space Engineers. You know, I absolutely love them. Whether you're building your own custom railgun turrets or actually modding in different styles of turrets and weapons in the game. Today we have a brand new rocket turret. Now like me, you may find a conventional missile launcher, or rather rocket turret launcher, in Space Engineers a little bit boring, especially if you've been using it for about 10 years now. Yeah, it gets a bit stale after a while, especially in terms of using vanilla style weapons. Luckily, this fantastic mod called the Hailstorm rocket launcher has been installed, and it sort of reminds me of Archer missile launchers from Halo that you'd find on the UNSC Forward into Dawn, or the Infinity for example, or even the Spirit of Fire. The Hailstorm Turret is a vanilla-based missile turret with a high rate of fire. That's the key difference here. It's balanced against the vanilla rocket turret, and its niche is to fire a greater number of smaller, faster, and more accurate missiles in order to overwhelm enemy defenses and provide a fantastic countermeasure against drones. Particularly with the new AI update in Space Engineers, when more players are going to be using drones, you're going to need a counter defense against it. Well, thankfully, we do have the Hailstorm rocket turret. It's not currently compatible with Weapon Core, so do keep that in mind. But if you like that more sort of expanded vanilla gameplay element, you're going to enjoy this turret. Okay, let's take a look in-game. So here's a bit of a closer up action in a minute. We're about to take control and shoot some fighters, don't worry. I will turn on damage just so we don't forget, because I know that usually happens. But this is the Hailstorm turret here, and I gotta say, I love the design work that's gone on this. Like, it looks like the keen developers and artists themselves could have made it. The modder, whose name I can't pronounce, I think it's Alandis or Alandis, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll stick it on screen in a little text below here right now so you can see how it's spelled. But don't forget, this mod is linked down below in the video description. You can go and download it. But my point being was, this very much looks like it could be a weapon inside of Space Engineers right now. The modder has basically replicated Keen's art style to make a weapon that fits in with the current rocket launcher, the Gatling turret, and also our warfare weapons, which were introduced a couple of years ago now. You can see shared components are used. The base of this turret is very similar to other base of turrets. If we quickly get the weapons out here, block weapons, where we look, I've got a few mods on here still. If we get these ones out in a minute, the base of it looks very similar to other base of weapons here. So the art style is very carefully been mimicked to sort of look very much the same. You see this sort of pattern design here is almost identical to this one. In fact, I think it is identical. It is the same texture and element that's been used to sort of allow that there. I love that, as it means the art style stays in form. Sometimes modded weapons, while they are super cool, can look a little bit too out of place in terms of SC's vanilla art style. Yes, if you're making super lasers, they are not really going to fit in, but at least here a conscious effort was made. I love the control panel down here, by the way. It gives the element of manual sort of control, and also these big weapons are going to have dashboards on them. Now, my only critique here is I do wish there was sort of like a control panel thing for us to do like sort of manual access. However, thankfully we can access the inventory just by looking in here. It's a little getaway thing, but you see the white hologram box? We can access it and put stuff in it. I don't have any rockets on me just right now, but it does access this. Now, I do believe it does take the normal vanilla standard rockets. If we quickly find them, I always forget where they are in the menu thing. HE shell? Is it rockets? It should come in a rocket, shouldn't it? There we go, rocket. If we put like 5 in there, maybe it doesn't take the rockets. Okay, I'm not quite sure which ones it takes then. I've got a mod installed on this thing, which may have, like, changed around my missiles. So, yeah, we'll find it out later. Regardless, it will stay on the Steam Workshop page, and if you install it like the other modded weapons, it will work. But let's test it out. I know you're all dying to see how well this actually performs. Let's give it a shot. So, Hailstorm. We're going to take manual control. Obviously, all our options here are the same. Aiming radius, that's a little bit offline at the minute just because I've got Weapon Core installed, and it's sort of, like, effing around a bit. But we don't need to worry about that. Cool. Control. Now, let's see if we can cause some damage. I parked some RDBI fires up here, and we can take a look at how they go. So let's fire... Now, we can't fire all rounds. Let's fire one. We may have gone through it a little bit. We did, yeah. Whoops. There we go. I mean, it's not the worst that could happen, is it? Okay, back into control, and we can probably eliminate. Now, if we hold down here... That is how much we fire in one barrage. Now you see it is reloading. When I turn my hold on, you can see the little wheel in the middle there. If we zoom in a little bit, it's reloading. I'll show you again. We'll target another fighter, this one up here, right in the center this time. I move the camera right now. If my editor zooms in here, you can see the little wheel or reticle in the center of the screen is loading back up. We're now rearmed. Boom. There we go. Lots of damage done to this turret. You can literally shred things. It is really cool. Don't worry, in just a second, we are going to be testing on a large ship against another large ship. So some pretty cool fighter action. Here we go again. I'm going to strafe across here. And again. I think I missed 2 or 3 shots there. Again, these missiles, the high fire rate, you are going to miss a few of them occasionally. Let's just double check how much damage was actually done there. Okay, so against a light fighter there, I think we killed off the engines inside. So yeah, we killed off like the reactor inside there. So it's definitely disabled now and floating off. It is quite brutal, isn't it? All right, before we like completely obliterate all my fighters, we're going to go get our big ship over here, which I parked all the way around here. I'm using one of Surge Zor designs. And I've fitted this all with the Hailstorm rocket turrets. And we're going to go beat up one of Venom's ships as per usual. So let me get on the bridge. I'm going to teleport over there and we can see some pure action as we take this thing to war. Back in a second. Okay, we're in range. Now, I'm not sure how well these AI turrets are going to work, so we will have to see. I've turned them on, and we're going to fly past this reef. I'm in quite like a nippy ship. I forgot how fast it was. So the AI thing may not work. We may have to reboot the world. Or maybe we take manual control in SE. It looks like they don't want to fire. Okay, I kind of logged back into the server or the game, and we can see they're all opening fire right now. So this is the damage they're doing. Yeah, it's pretty intense, isn't it? Let's see. These are all actually opening fire on it right now, so we can get a good angle here. We might have to modify the audio as they're quite loud, but we're literally ripping into this RCSP ship here. And obviously this ship will be firing back, but I think alone, this overwhelm... Oh, we've hit a reactor. Uh-oh. We may have killed the ship already. No, we're still going. We're still finishing off. We're just looking at that fire we are, like, dealing from the ship right now. If I rolled it, we probably could deal even more, maybe. Let's see. Oh, now we're completely opening fire. But look how many of these actually chuck out. If I sort of park my camera here, you can get a good angle of how many fire. Look at the wreckage flying by in the background there. This one should fire any second. There we go. There's a lot of damage now. Already, we've obliterated most of the armor on this RCSP ship. Now, it's still a lightly armed ship. If it was firing back with a bit more damage, well, we've actually got so many weapons, I can no longer see the trails of the guns. That's impressive. We've overloaded SE's animation engine. There we go. We disabled main reactor. Yeah, we literally ripped through this ship. So, you know, deploying this, it would be a good shout. If we go further away, we keep disabling the animation. There might be a little bit of a bug there, I'm not sure. Regardless, this thing does a lot of damage. Hopefully it's not damaging our own grid. That would be a bit embarrassing. Whoops, there's a bit of armor there. We fly around this side. Do you reckon I can get the other side? Now, so we're using quite a nippy and fast ship, but again, if this was ship-on-ship combat, these ships probably would get picked off very easily, and you'd need sort of like a combined armament of weapons. If the other ship had the typical SE warfare weapons, such as artillery or assault cannons, it would probably be able to deal a large amount of damage back. That's something to keep in mind. Like we said, the theoretical DPS of a Hailstorm turret is about 80% of a rocket turret, and it does rely on it being able to land its hits. Keep that in mind. So, this has been the Hailstorm turret. Has it finished? Yep, I think we've completely obliterated this grid here. That didn't last very long, did it? We killed the reactor as well. Wow, okay, so this is probably one of my favorite turrets on the SE Workshop right now. This is the Hailstorm rocket turret. You can check this out if I have a link down below in the video description. I heavily suggest you do so. It is very, very cool. Not only does it look cool, both visually and also damage-wise, when it's dealing massive amounts of damage to a ship, it works really functionally for space engineers as well. I could easily see something like this as a future addition to SE Warfare gameplay. Do let me know what you think of it down below in the video comment section. That's all for me now. Make sure to download it and give it a try and let me know what you think. I've been Captain Jack. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.